There is a big dark stormy cloud sitting off the horizon for whiskey producers, and it's headed this way. It could be a very bad thing, but it might be a very good thing for whiskey enthusiasts. Let's talk about it. This is Whiskeybonded University's The Big Stormy Cloud with the Silver Lining. Sure. You may not know this, but over the last 12 years, whiskey producers have been bottling about the same number of bottles, with the exception of a slight blip a couple years ago, 77 to 79 million. But they've been ramping up the number of barrels that they've been laying down in that same period of time exponentially. As you can see in this graph, it went from 112 million to 279 million, so they just continue to keep laying down way more whiskey than they're bottling. But what does it mean? It means that they're having barrels of whiskey coming of age at a much faster rate than they're bottling them, and it's gonna get worse. There's gonna be more 12-year whiskey, and more 14-year whiskey, and more 16-year whiskey as we go. I think because of it, what you're gonna see is a lot more availability of some older releases like this, and a lot more much older releases like the new Eagle Rare 25, which, whatever. But you may also see a lot of other really great quality releases in that 7, 8, 9-year range, like the Wild Turkey 8-year, or the Heaven Hill 7 years, or the Old Fitz 7-year. And overall, even though I think whiskey producers have got a real problem on their hands, it could be a great thing for those of us who are going to stick around and keep drinking whiskey, because we're going to have more great age-stated bottles. They're going to get older, and there's going to be more availability. I don't see any other scenario playing out because, as you can see, it's just going to get worse. Imagine how easy it's going to be to get 10-year-old whiskey in 2032 when they laid down 299 million and still only bottled about 79. I have a feeling we're going back to the golden age of bourbon and whiskey, at least for the drinkers. I hope the distilleries are going to be okay. But it's going to get interesting. I can see it on the horizon, but I like to focus on the bright side of things. I tend to be overly optimistic. Like thinking that I'm going to drink all this whiskey I have. That's probably not going to happen. I need to clear some space for all that new cool whiskey coming. Anyway, this has been Whiskeybonded University, the dark stormy cloud with the silver lining.